And hello dear friends, you are on Melonfonk channel. In this video we are going to talk about the secret myths of update 27.0 in Melon Playground. But before we start the video, I'd like to say a huge thank you to these guys for being in my video. And if you want to be in my next video, then fulfill a few very simple conditions. 1. You need to subscribe to my channel. 2. You need to make sure you put a like under this video. 3. Write a cool comment of 3 words or more to get you into my next video. Well, I'm not going to stall your time and have fun watching. And as you already know, update 27.0 to Melon Playground has been released, and this update is the biggest update ever, but I haven't seen so many additions in a long time. There's really a lot of them. All the facts and myths today will be from our subscribers, so be sure to leave comments if you want to get into my videos in the future. But about everything in order, first of all I would like to tell you that the Valentine's Day contest has started. Here you can get free gifts and coins. First of all, enter my promo code, which will be in the pinned comment and right now on your screen. And get free 300 mels and a gift. You can also get 2 gifts per day if you watch 3 promos and complete the quest. So guys, get gifts and complete the quest, and for this take free, well, and do not forget to enter my promo code, so you get as much as 300 mels absolutely free. Well, I wish you luck and let's get to the first myth from our subscriber. Melonfonk, if you put a chip in a nano assembler, you get a robot, and with some chance, if you combine the chip with a fruit, you can get a robotic fruit. Well, that sounds very interesting, and let's try it and see if it actually works. We just put a chip into an assembler and see if it makes a robot. And yes, let's see if it actually works, and it works without any problems, which is insanely cool. Thanks subscriber for pointing this out, and this is a real working method. Make sure you try it and write in the comments if you knew about it. Well, let's move on to the next myth. Guys, I would like to remind you that my work now has a workshop. If you want to support my channel, just go to the workshop and write the name Melonfonk in the search field and my work will be displayed there. For example, the new NPC Marshmallow and NPC Potato are available now. I think this is a very cool NPC and I really tried to make something interesting and unusual. I think you're going to like it. It's a great way to support my channel because it's my official merch. And if you are not going to buy these works, I will be grateful that you just go to the workshop and put a like and add selected these. I will be very pleased. You can copy the title in the pinned comment. Thank you so much. And the next myth is as follows. If you put syringes into nano assembler, besides fruit, then Melon will get the effects of these syringes. Well, it sounds very interesting. Let's check if it really works. In nano assembler we shove a few different syringes and there we shove a few different characters. Does it really work that well? We already run on the assembler and see that yes, indeed we see that the virus immediately manifested, yes, and in general other effects also work. That is crazy cool. In general this is a really working way to get interesting NPCs without any problems. By the way, the mixed NPC also turned out to be a really interesting myth that I honestly didn't know about. Thank you, buddy, such a good myth. And let's move on to the next fact. What's the joke? You can make all the characters, but you can't make a tomato. If you try to make a robot with the same watermelon, nothing happens. Although you could make them to shoot off bullets, with a robot skeleton inside. The tomato can just bursts. Well, that sounds really intriguing. Let's all take turns testing it out. I think a lot of what he said is absolutely true. Well, let's put items into the nano assemblers. In the first nano assembler, we'll just put 3 tomato heads. In the second nano assembler, we'll try to mix 2 pumpkins and 2 chips to see if they mix or not. But in the third nano assembler, we'll just put a chip with a few different items to see if something different shows up. And so we've got everything placed, and let's activate it and see if it works. We wait a little bit of time and we see that absolutely nothing appears in the first application. You can't really get a new NPC out of a jar. In the second nano Andarami just got a regular pumpkin, which has nothing to do with the robot. But in the third nano assembler we got just a mixed NPC, which is obtained by normal mixing. Generally, realistically, it works or it doesn't work. Generally speaking, the myth turned out to be true. I don't know why the developers did that, but somehow it doesn't make much sense. Your opinion, of course, leave in the comments. I will be very interested to know what you think about it. And let's move on to the next myth. Interesting fact, if you put a watermelon or any other fruit that creates NPCs in the nano-assembler and put a nuke in there and activate the nano-assembler, then get Melon, take it by the head and press the activation button, then it will explode. Notice, please. Let's check it out. It sounds very complicated, but I just think we need to put some interesting stuff in the nano-assembler, then put our huge Heshka, our nuke, then press the activation button, while we do all that and then get the NPC out of there. Well, let's check it out and see that yes, indeed, for some reason after we nuke the nuke along with the fruit right into the nano-assembler, then we get for some reason an exploding WNPC. That's crazy cool. Write in the comments if you knew about this, because honestly this is the first time I've seen this. It's insanely funny. I'd be really interested to know what you think about it, and it's a really working myth that deserves a like and a subscription to this kid. Anyway, let's move on to the next myth. It's a fact if you can mix apples from the tree in a nano-assembler. Let's test this out. It sounds insanely logical. Basically, we take our apple tree, shake the apples from it, put them in the nano-assembler and activate this bait. We see that already slowly nano-assembler fills its poisonous juice for mixing, and we see that it really works. We end up with the most common NPC apple, which is no different. Interesting passphrase. Very cool that the developers left us such an interesting passphrase, such an interesting secret, because it's really cool and quite a logical detail that I think that you definitely did not know. Write in the comments how much you like this myth from 1 to 10, and let's move on to the next myth. Fun fact, if you put any melon in an antivirus hazmat suit and blow up a virus barrel, she won't get infected. That means no NPCs getting infected. Well, let's thoroughly test this fact and make some combinations. Let's see if the gas mask lets the virus through, let's see if the new welding mask lets the virus through, and let's see if the regular suit lets the virus through. First, let's check just the helmets, and we see that all helmets without all the equipment absolutely do not work, which is insanely interesting. Let's do the same thing with full equipment. And as a result, only the yellow suit works, and the gas mask and welding mask don't work. Which is also a pretty interesting fact. I guess you didn't know that. What do you think about it? Be sure to write in the comments. Rate this video from 1 to 10, I will be very interested to know your opinion. Well, this is the end of my video. Thank you all for watching, good luck, goodbye everyone, and remember buddy, as always, see you the other day.